today we are home in Kentucky for the weekend, and my mom has redone our whole kitchen. This is the house that I grew up in, and it's so beautiful. And it's so like different from a lot of my decor. And since you guys have been really loving the home decor videos, I wanted to kind of go through and show you just a little bit of what she did in here, because it's so beautiful. And I've shown it like in the background of Instagram and stuff, and people are like, you have got to tell me like where that light's from or where the wallpaper's from or whatever. So, and then I'm gonna be arranging some flowers, which my mom is hiding behind. My cousin Thea is having a baby, and her shower is tomorrow, and I love arranging flowers. So I'm gonna do them in this beautiful white kitchen. But what I really love about the way that my mom and Britney, so her designer's name is Britney Schipp, and they're out of a place that's in Evansville. It's called Enjolé. So we are from Western Kentucky. That's kind of like the nearest city where people like hire professionals like that out of. Well, her and Britney have been talking about this kitchen for a long time. It took my mom like 20 something years to redo the kitchen, like ever since we were in this house. It was the same kitchen with like the brown cabinets and like the blue tile and just, you know, all the things that kitchens were 20 years ago. It was beautiful. But she kept wanting to redo a kitchen, and then she finally did it, and it is gorgeous. While this kitchen is very like clean and white, she really added a lot of texture with her decorator, with like all of these beautiful lights and the tile and with the black accents. I was like, oh, do it all white. Everything's all white. But she really had a vision for this, and her and her decorator like really brought it to life. And as you guys know, if you've ever like decorated something before or like full on redesigned it, it's really a process. And I love too like the texture of all the wallpaper and stuff. Oh, someone else has just come up here.
Say hey, Mom.
Hey Ford. Hey Ford and Aunt Jade. So what are you doing up past your bedtime?
You're listening to Moana.
Oh, Moana. Okay, so first I'll show you this wallpaper. So this wallpaper kind of encompasses like a lot of the elements of this kitchen, it seems like, with the light and the black and then the brass, which is really cool. Because I don't really have much like patterned wallpaper or anything like that in my house. I don't do those kind of like bold accents, so I love it that it's here. I always love it when it's in other people's houses. So this is called Anna French, is the wallpaper that they put in here. And then the bathroom right off the kitchen, I'll show you this too, because it's got a really beautiful wallpaper also. This one's called Tebow. I'll like write these things below. She had a lot of this kind of print in her house before, but updated the colors. And these beautiful lights up here, I just really love. That's very much like my mom's style. The lights are from a company called Visual Comfort, and it's the same company that they used for the ones above the island, and then the ones above the dining room table too. I always pick like clean lights, like with, you know, glass and very simple, but I love like how these are so ornate, but they're still super like clean and minimal and modern for this space. I love this. She went back and forth for a while over marble or granite, being that like she's gonna have a lot of grandkids, and like Ford was the first one, and then here they come like pouring in. So she really wanted something that was more durable. So they went through the marble options, and then she's like, I think I really want granite. So this is granite, which, you know, the difference in granite and marble. Oh, quartz, sorry. That's quartz. She really wanted quartz, so she looked at all the options. So what's the difference in quartz and granite? Quartz is durable, right?
Quartz is very durable.
Yeah, quartz is very durable. Oh, she said granite's kind of what they used back in the day. This is quartz. I really love the print on this, how she kind of has this wide vein running through it. And it's super clean and white and fresh. So then if you look kind of back here, all of these cabinets, it's a company called Fahrenbacher's, and they actually did, they're based out of Evansville, or Cynthiana, it's right beside Evansville. You basically like go in there, and there was a lady named Sarah there that she and her designer, Britney, they went in there, and Sarah kind of helped them customize it. So like this, for instance, how amazing is that? So there's like this little gear up here. Literally you have all of your coffee station, everything like that that's sitting on your counter, which is something that like bothers me a lot on my own counter, because my counter can never look clean. But look, literally, you don't have to move anything. Voila. And it's completely clean. I think that is like my favorite feature in this kitchen. Beautiful drawers and cabinets. It's almost like an antiqued white or like a cream color, which really goes with these nice clean brass knobs and hardware. And then I adore this backsplash. So I guess the guy that was like installing the tile said something like it was like the most intricate tile that they had ever installed, which I could see that because you see how these individual pieces of tile, let me show you, are super, you know, they're all curved and like really intricate. I don't actually know the brand of the tile. I tried to get all the brands that I could to tell you guys, but it's really beautiful and a mix of this nice gray with the white, and it really all goes together. And then she's got the cabinets with like the glass above them and just the double ovens. Oh, show these, open that, Jade.
It's a little crisper.
Yeah, so this is on the end of the cabinet. I really like this feature. Shut that one and show the below one too. She has these two like little drink drawers. So we saw this on vacation in Rosemary Beach, and my dad was like, the only thing I want are the drink drawers. Also, another one of these features. So the same thing, you lift that up, and then she's really a healthy person that uses blenders and stuff like that very often. Literally, and it doesn't even slam shut. That is so cool. Lastly, she moved the place where the fridge used to be. So the fridge used to be over there where the oven is, so they really like changed things around here too. They really did a redesign. And so I love how the fridge and the freezer look like the cabinets. I do adore my fridge and my refrigerator in my house, but they're like silver. We are the fridge and the freezer. But these like really blend nicely for a nice clean kitchen like this. So I don't know what you'd call this style. I'll link her designers below, and I'll link all of these things that I told you guys about. And you can ask her designer, Britney, at that Enjolé if you have any specific questions. But I just really like how this turned out. So I wanted to show it to you guys because you love this type of design content. If you watched my old vlogs, you saw what this kitchen looked like before, with the honey like brown wood cabinets, and like I said, the blue tile, and a very you know, like a warm color wood floor, warm color wood hood. Even the fridge was wood, real wooden for a non-rustic style. The stools, they said, are Vanguard is the brand. I don't know some of these brands, but I really like the pieces. And then the table is maybe Nouveau. I'll link it below. I guess my aunt had this piece of art on hold and then didn't want it. My mom was like, oh, I do. And these really nice like spindly lamps. This nice little serving piece. And yeah, it just looks amazing. About to start the flower arrangements, but the aunts and uncles are reading a book to Ford that they seem to think is very funny.
His sneakiest plan. He said, I will steal all the treats that I can. They keep them up there in the closet up high. But before I get them, I need a good lie.
You just want to watch Uncle Gav. His daddy.
And with that, he let it rip. It was...
Whenever I went to get the flowers at the wholesale flower place in Nashville earlier today, any that were boxed in like a piece of cardboard or like tightly bound, you want to go ahead and take that packaging off of them and put them in water and let them open up. So a lot of people, that's a tip and a trick that a lot of florists do too. They let those flowers sit and really get to the peak of their bloom. So today is Friday. The shower is going to be on Saturday. And we only have one night, so I went ahead and got some where the blooms were mostly open. I got a lot of flowers that open up like peonies, and then like I think it's called scabiosa, and hydrangeas. Then I got some greenery. I got some gray greenery. I always ask the person that I'm doing the shower for, or that I'm helping do a shower for, like what their favorite couple flowers are, and then I kind of build it around those. So hers were peonies and hydrangeas. And that's what I got. So she does not know the gender of the baby. So I did blues and pinks and yellows and greens. Don't get caught up on the vases, especially like if you kind of have your arrangements down, and if you're doing like what I'm doing, where you have a lot of different colors, the flowers are the heroes. Don't get caught up on the vases. I get most of my vases at Dollar Tree or the dollar store. I grabbed a couple from Pottery Barn just because this kitchen is so nice, and the tables and stuff like that, and I wanted my mom just to be able to keep them here. But you can get them for $1 literally at the dollar store. Here are the vases. This is one that my mom already had. These three are from Pottery Barn. You see the thicker glass, they're a little bit nicer, but these are just as good, and they're $1 from dollar store. These are the ones I use in my house all the time. Anytime you're doing like the florals for a whole party, and you're not just, you know, you don't want to just arrange like roses in one thing or just hydrangeas in one thing, unless it's like a here or there. I really like to mix a lot of different types of flowers and a lot of different like sizes of flowers. So the larger flowers I call like a meteor flower. So you want to put a meteor flower, as much of those in first as you can. So my meaty flowers are going to be my hydrangeas and these peonies. So those are large and substantial, so you start building with those. And you can use a piece of floral foam, especially if you have a vase that's not see-through. Or another tip is a zip tie. If you have like a heavy flower like a hydrangea, we couldn't find any zip ties, but you can literally zip tie them together like 3 hydrangeas in a circle, and that can kind of be your base, and then you can start sticking the other flowers in there. Or you can ball up a piece of chicken wire and put that in the base of the vase and then stick everything through there. You can obviously use all the things that the florists use, like tape, or like I said, floral foam. I have some of that over here. But the only bad thing is if you're doing clear vases like I'm doing, they show. So don't get too stressed about cutting them all different crazy ways. Been placing and placing and placing, and here's kind of what I have so far. What I like to do is I like to add a lot of different ones because I want these bouquets to be kind of like wild and fun, because it's like the middle of summer when we're doing the shower. But something that I always do, it kind of like anchors the bouquet, is I'll take the greenery, whatever I'm using. So I'm using this greenery and then this gray greenery also, and I kind of tuck it in underneath the outsides, so that I feel like it just anchors that a little bit. Just take a step back and look at your arrangement and just see, you know, picture it on a table. I'm gonna add some more whites and stuff to it. I really like how this side's looking with the lighter colors and everything. So I've kind of placed them in different places, and they all look different, but that's kind of what I wanted for this. I wanted a bunch of different colors because it's the middle of summer. It's gender neutral. There are a lot of different flowers in season. Sometimes I do like kind of all one color theme, but I really liked all the different colors. I'm gonna just like place them like this. So I like to do a lot of like tiered things. So this one's taller, and then these two are shorter. And this will be good like for the food and stuff because it sets up a little higher. My mom had these, and I think they're actually for floating candles. 3 stems in each. I just feel like they look really simple and pretty. As you can see, I just like did a bunch of different ones. That one's in a square vase. This one's in a round vase. Then I did this one with a little bit less pink. All right, so it is the next day. We're putting Ford down for a little nappy. He looks super tired.
I'm tired from dominating my brother-in-law in ping pong.
Oh, are you? Okay. So I wanted to show you what everything looks like really quickly. We have saran wrap over all the food just because it starts in like 30 minutes.
But
So we got this little setup here. And then,
this is the best charcuterie board.
I know. When she told me, I said, I don't even know what that is.
ooh la la.
Put that plastic
Listen to
back.
Ford, he goes, ooh la la.
Okay.
All, we always just do the plastic ones. It's just easy whenever you're having a lot of people. What are you doing over here?
I just made some cupcakes.
And then this beautiful fruit tray and cupcakes.